Well, I never thought that I would ever be making a video or talking on a subject of the downfall of MrBeast or the end of MrBeast coming, but it seems like that might be what we're going through right here. He had the entire allegations that he knew about stuff that Chris Tyson was doing, that whole saga, the Discord leaks were insane stuff. But now he's got his own another drama saga going on with a dog pack. He put out his huge video talking about MrBeast like faking lotteries or having illegal lotteries, not faking them or faking videos. He had a lot of allegations in there that MrBeast didn't like, right? Obviously, he sent someone, I don't know, someone with like view stats or his website he started to debunk these things, but he only focused on debunking the things no one cared about or things that were like jokes. So, nobody took it seriously. I think Dogpack responded to him again, but now we have a huge wrinkle that is terrible for Mr. It looks terrible, and that is him right here. He put out this cease and desist to him, and obviously Dogpack's response saying cease and desist these nuts is great. I don't think anybody is going to look at this cease and desist and see this happening and kind of think MrBeast is in the right. No one's ever going to do that. When Logan Paul is suing CoffeeZilla, Logan Paul looks dumb. When YouTubers are suing other YouTubers or rich people are suing people to try and shut them up, that's what this screams of. It screams of someone who has a ton of money trying to bully someone who does not have that much money or as much money as this other person and trying to bully them into silence. How MrBeast is doing this is insane. He has to know this is not going to work. Like, this is not a good look, and it's not going to work because Dogpack tweeted out, literally said, don't care, cease and desist these nuts, and tweeted out he's doing this. So he made it public. Now MrBeast has an even bigger problem. In the comments here, Dogpack for one's not suicidal. I hired 100 serial killers to assassinate a former employee who exposed me, and a dollar hitman versus $1 million hitman. So got some video ideas maybe that MrBeast might be cooking up, but this is insane. It makes him look terrible and makes him look like he is scared of what this person is saying. That whatever everything he's saying that's problematic is true, because instead of addressing it with evidence on one of his 17 channels that he has, just do that. Tell people why he's wrong. Tell people why you're doing things right. Instead, he's been deleting live streams, deleting stuff, and trying to get rid of evidence. So it just doesn't look good for MrBeast. And this guy goes on, who exposed him originally, goes on saying, some updates. I was originally going to expose MrBeast's philanthropy efforts being more for aiding private interest and boosting MrBeast's image than actually doing anything good. But in that investigation, I came across something far more interesting that no one else has ever found. And a part 2 will be more damaging to MrBeast's career than part 1, which is insane because the first part, right? He has a lot of great points in there and a lot of things that make MrBeast look pretty bad. So, and MrBeast's actions going back to suing him or desisting him just makes it look so much worse. I think he talked about Save the Seas. That was MrBeast's thing. Team Seas was MrBeast's thing. He was doing the seas thing, taking garbage out of the seas. Apparently, there's a lot of drama over there with everything going on with that. But we won't even dig into that because that's a whole thing on its own. But for Dogpack here, it got even worse, where MrBeast apparently doubled down and sent him another cease and desist final warning, which he responds to saying, new one, double, and give it to the next person. So these responses are great, just kind of memeing it and putting it out in the public, like, perfect. I think that's hilarious. And obviously for him, this has to be pretty terrifying because going up against the biggest YouTube channel in the world with basically unlimited money is and now they're trying to silence you and sue you. That has to be pretty scary, and he's just memeing out of it and tweeting it out. So good for him. I think it's insane. Let's see. This says this firm, talking about whoever's representing him, has been retained by MrBeast, MrBeast, the company, and its founder, Jimmy Donaldson, regarding the unsettling news that you've embarked on a campaign to disparage MrBeast as a company and defame Jimmy as an individual. Not only are your statements about MrBeast and Jimmy Donaldson untrue, they also violate the clear, binding, enforceable terms of your confidentiality and non-disclosure agreement with MrBeast. So this is what he's going to try and dig on him and say, you have an NDA, you're not allowed to say things, which doesn't really make sense because, one, NDAs aren't enforceable if there's some sort of crime going on or problems going on, like big issues, you can't just NDA someone and then all of a sudden you can do whatever you want as a company and abuse your employees or do whatever you want, run all the scams, but people are NDA, they can't talk about it. It's not gonna be enforceable that way. Also, he was very careful. People are talking about he's very careful in his video to use only public information. So he didn't use anything he learned while working there. He literally used only public live streams, videos, information that anyone could get. He just says he knew where to look. So I don't think that this NDA means anything. It's, again, probably a bully tactic to try to get him to shut up, to try and get him to stop making videos, try and make him scared so that he stops doing this stuff. And making him scared might be the biggest thing MrBeast is trying to do, and hopefully this isn't true, or this isn't MrBeast doing, but apparently, if we look here, he says also, my number got leaked, apparently from a MrBeast employee named Kaylee. I've been getting texts from former MrBeast employees. Text I received last night claims that James wants to have private investigators start following me and looking into my family's social media accounts to find ways to discredit me. Apparently, the best narrative they have right now is that I'm crazy, drug-addicted MrBeast superfan that got fired for trying to steal company funds. So obviously, apparently his number's been leaked, right? Or someone got his number, somehow they got it, and are texting him. Hopefully, for MrBeast's sake, he did not do this and share his number, because that would just be insane. That would be so wrong and so terrible out of MrBeast. But these are the text messages he's getting, talking about, has anyone from Beast contacted you about the post you're making? Reading the NDA over and to see what I can and can't post because I'd like to move on with my life and try having some type of social presence. Never mentioned worked at MrBeast stuff. Also, if you're going to post my messages for proof you worked at Beast, I don't care. Just don't show my number. You can save it to him if you want. And then I got your number from Kaylee. I don't have access to anything for the Slack stuff. And talking about in there. There's another message like this one here. And this one goes way more in depth, talking about someone reaching out saying, he wants to reach out to former employers, find your social medias, your family's socials, videos of you, anything. Have a Google Doc listing possible ways to discredit you, including you're on drugs, have mental health problems, your mom's bipolar, you're an obsessed super fan, you were crying, begging you for your job back after they fired you, tried to steal company funds, etc. And then saying, don't know if it's true, but what's not personally, I really think you should just take everything down. If you take it down, they'll leave you alone. So hopefully this is not MrBeast doing this, not MrBeast giving out his number or telling people to text these things from him, because this is insane. This is someone who has lots of skeletons in the closet and is terrified of what someone might dig out, and this guy's throwing some stuff out. And if he's willing to try and ruin this person's life essentially and just try and throw everything at him to discredit everything, what else is he hiding, right? What else is he nervous about being dug up for if whatever's out there now he won't address and is this nervous about it and nervous about him digging into more things? So it's insane. The end of MrBeast, we really might be living through it, and I never thought this type of day would come. I thought MrBeast was extremely genuine and probably one of the top creators, like most genuine and most like creator who's not faking things, not doing things just because he wants to look good. But I mean, I guess maybe that's exactly what he was doing. And for these texts, there's more that I'm sure somewhere in this thread here, but basically there was one where he was responding to this stuff saying that he knows, like people are saying that he's going to get a PI, private investigator, MrBeast on him, follow him around, try and get all this stuff on him. And that isn't out of the realm of possibility for MrBeast to do, because he says MrBeast has PIs and has these guys on standby and can do that. So obviously MrBeast has like unlimited money too. So if he wanted to, he could just hire people. So just hopefully nothing happens to this guy, because it's insane that he's uncovering this stuff. And it's even more insane how MrBeast is responding to it instead of addressing the allegations, showing evidence for what's wrong, or saying, I didn't know this was happening. I mean, that'd be the cop-out, right? But it's a empire collapsing. The largest YouTube empire on the planet seems to be crumbling now. But I guess we'll see this play out. We'll see, does MrBeast make it through this? Does he end up crumbling and the entire MrBeast empire falls down with it? And maybe we're living through the end of one of the largest creators to ever be on the platform. That's gonna do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.